Hi there, everybody. Mark, Robert, Mabel, Kimberly, Kate, welcome. Thanks for being here. Robert, okay. Hello, Robert.
Hello, Dr. Rao. What do you specialize in?
I specialize in internal medicine.
Oh, really? Very interesting.
Why?
Okay. Oh, I was just curious. I've had two major surgeries. I've had brain surgery and spine surgery.
Oh, what was that for?
What's that?
What was the reason the surgeries?
The reason for the brain surgery, I had seizures.
Oh,
And the reason for the spine surgery is the medication I was on for my seizures
oh,
actually caused bone depletion.
oh, okay, yeah, we know that. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
osteopenia because of the medication effect. Yeah, too
yeah.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just joined this network and everything, so I'm
Yeah.
very interested in it and everything. So I'm just
Sure, sure. Yeah, there are a lot of
um
people that can help you here with what kind of exercise you can do, what kind of foods you can eat to replete that calcium that's gone, And yeah, definitely you can use a lot of services here, Robert. Yeah,
yeah, and I will be using it in the future because
yeah.
I'm just now in my rehab from my spine surgery. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I kind of also teach yoga to strengthen the spine, because spine is very important in yoga. How to maintain? You see, we are the only species that walk upright. You know,
okay,
gorillas and others, so they stand for a while, but then they go on the force, right? But human beings are the only species that walk on the two legs. And
oh
for
yeah,
yeah, for that we need the spine. So it's central. Even if you take a modern medicine, we kind of want you to have a strong spine, right? um,
right,
yeah. So there are exercises that you could do slowly, that will help you to strengthen the muscles around the spine and also the bones. Okay, you
okay,
you can check out my videos. There are a lot of videos on the freely available on the YouTube, on Instagram, and all that. Okay,
okay, and I'll
yeah,
connect with you on here too as well.
yeah. You can connect. You come to rooms, listen to it. But I'll give you a couple of pointers now. What you do, do you have a lot of pain now, spine, Robert?
I'm sorry.
Do you have pain in the spine right now?
Not really. It's just
Okay, okay.
I still have the numbness
Weakness.
and all that,
Yeah, yeah.
which was what I had because uh, I was getting off one of my seizure medications that was
Mm.
causing all of this. And
Are are you able to do any exercise at all?
oh yeah, I'm in physical therapy right now.
Okay, okay. Then I will show you a couple of asanas. I'll tell you now, but I'll show you because I'm the video in the morning report when I come in the morning routine. Every day I do it 8 o'clock Central Time. There you can
Can
you can
can you send me your links on YouTube?
Yeah, the link is, yeah, I will send it to you, no problem. But
Yeah.
Instagram also it is there, so you can see me, and then I'm going to present a couple of things for you for the spinal strength, and do that with me. Okay, be careful, and if you have any problems, let me know. Okay?
Well, I'll view them later because I'm working from home and I've got to get back to work. So
No, 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 tomorrow morning when we do the live program tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Central. That's when we do it.
okay,
You can follow the recording. You don't have to be there live either. Okay, but I'm good
okay,
to see whenever my friends are saying something, I'm trying to show them in the morning routine. That's the one thing I want to do every day. So I do it 8 o'clock Central. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And
Thank
that
you.
that will help you definitely. Okay. You add that to the physical therapy, then you'll progress much farther, much better, much faster. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah. Okay. Let me see. Meva. I hope you are in, Mabel. I are in the first on the list. What happened? Oh, it says oh. Now it is joining probably. Okay. I hope you are in, Mabel. Yeah, there you are. Nice photograph, Mabel. Yeah, I, I used to have a nurse friend who is from the Filipinos when I was training in New York. Her name is Esther. You look like her, more like. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Uh. Yeah, the wind can be pretty bad. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So, were you able to understand those asanas that I showed you this morning? Yeah. 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 Mm. Yeah. Mm. Ah. Ah. Oh. Ah, good, good. Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah. Yeah. Very good, man. Yeah. This yoga thing is something that you do slowly, deliberately on a regular basis, then you will get the real results. They don't happen right just like that, but in the long run, you can be very well off. Because this fluid retention is something later on when people become older, they tend to sit along, and then they sit, the venous congestion happens in them, especially if you have this problem with lymphatics and all that. So I'm going to do a routine that is going to help you for all the lymph nodes from. It's a simple routine. You don't have to stress about it, but you do with me. A 5 minute routine. We will do that here in that morning routine. You don't have to go anywhere. Just come to that morning routine we do in the morning and do that with me, and then practice that daily. Okay. Because we have lymph nodes from head to toe, but we hardly pay any attention. But this routine kind of gives you that flow in the lymphatic flow from, it comes from like a venous blood from the feet to the head, right? So, especially people who have this propensity to accumulate fluid, and then seep it out of the tissues into the, they accumulate in the feet, you know, lot more, lot more. So what you can do is, one of the things I didn't show is called viparita karni. For this, you have to lie down, but keep your feet on the chair, and then let the spine be straight. Then you will be able to do that. Okay. So
Is it okay if I put my feet in the wall?
yeah, you can do that. That is
Yeah.
the viparita karni. Yeah, you definitely. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Mark is here. Okay. Hello, Mark.
I didn't realize I had hit the button.
Yeah. How are you?
So I'm in one of those households. I'll just tell people, you're not supposed to tell people, but I voted for Trump. I'm not a big Trump fan, but I'm a conservative, so I voted for him. But my wife is an anti-Trump person, and she voted for Kamala, and she's despondent today, like a lot of people are.
Yeah.
So I just like, how might I help her be less despondent when she doesn't want to hear anything from me because I'm part of the problem, right?
Yeah, this is pretty deep because the divisions are pretty deep and people are really stuck in their positions, you know. So
Yes.
I could really understand, either party can be despondent like that, because if Trump lost, a lot of people would have been despondent too, you know.
Sure.
So, and also probably they would have been violent also, because he would have been violent, like that. So,
I think that's right.
yeah. But the thing is, the result is what it is, because they talked about issues, and these people talked about the cultural factors, but then economy, I think I always saw this. I have been seeing them since 81. Economy always takes the precedence, and then they have voted for the economy, probably because the inflation. Somebody saying, if I take my bag, I used to take 5 bags before, now I go to get to 1 bag for the money that they do. So people are really hurting that way, and that is all there. But then, larger consequences probably she is worried about, like
Yes.
he talked about trying to change the constitution to be president forever. That is like a losing the democracy as we know it, right?
Right.
And the other thing is, the way they enacted this reproductive rights, abortion, and all that.
Yes.
That's really stuck a core to the women, because as a physician, I can see I never had to do abortion because I'm an internal medicine doctor, right? But
Sure.
then I have seen real need for some of the abortions, because the mother's life is threatened or baby's life is threatened, whatever, like that. Even in those circumstances, they are not allowing medical reason or so. That is a kind of a draconian measure. And
Yeah, it's funny. I have a daughter that's 28, a daughter that's 25, and
yeah,
they're not married, but they're dating,
yeah,
and they want to have kids.
yeah.
And my first wife, we had 3 pregnancies, and then
Mm,
she had a miscarriage. But
mm,
I could easily envision, like,
yeah.
the second one that we had to have taken care of,
Yeah.
that let's say that maybe had like Down syndrome or something. If
Mhm.
you couldn't get an abortion when your
Yeah,
fetus is really viable,
yeah,
that's just it is astronomically bad. And
yeah,
we hear these stories in wherever Mississippi,
yeah,
Alabama, Texas, whatever
yeah,
that has happened. It's really frightening. So I'm very sympathetic to that.
yeah,
But there's a whole host of issues,
yeah.
and
Well, you
that
know,
isn't the only issue for me.
basically, we should not give our lives to the political people, because basically,
Right, right.
who is a politician? He wants to say what is pleasing for us and then go and do what he wants to do.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
yeah, he just wants our vote, and after that he will go and there. So I kind of stay away from the. I'm aware what's happening. I see the news and all that, but I don't take any stances or anything like that. I do vote according to what I think is the best. But then,
Sure.
I look at this. What am I doing for the democracy as a
Right,
voter? What is my responsibility? That kind of thing.
right.
So, but then beyond that, we have this attitude like, you can play, you can do all the game that you want, you can play as a player, but at the end of it, uh, one wins, one loses. You see,
Sorry,
but
what was that? I didn't catch that last part.
one loses, other wins, right? In a team, two
Right,
teams will
right,
play.
right.
So what it is equanimity about the wins and losses.
That's
That,
one of my favorite words. So I want to achieve
yeah,
as best I can equanimity,
yeah.
so I can be magnanimity, right?
Now you
Equanimity,
talk about,
magnanimity.
yeah, you talk about the um, Advaita, right? Non-duality.
Yes. That's my main thing. Yeah.
Yeah, what it is in the practically, you can come back if you go out of mark. Okay,
Okay.
so this is important for us to understand and also live it too. So come back, Mark. Okay, so so non-duality means where are we? Oneness is that the inner core of our being, right? And that has a mind, that has a body. That's okay. Your wife, you, and everybody else are at the core are one. But she has a different body. You have a different body. You have mind. She has a mind too. If she can identify with that oneness, then she can put the mind in its place and deal with it because she can observe the reactions that she is having and not be engulfed by it. you know so working with the body as an instrument, mind as instrument, but not sucking in by them. That is a true advaita is. So nothing touches you, it touches the mind, but the mind is not you.
Yeah, I love that a lot, and I've studied it for a long time. I don't do it as well as I'd like, but
Yeah,
I
then no value. Whatever you study, no value if you don't feel
yes,
it and put it in practice.
yes, I agree completely.
But
Anyway, I
no,
was gonna
this
say
is
my wife.
this is a solution with the wife because if she can see it's only feeling, it's something that you have lost the game, like just take it like that, and there will be next chance next in 4 years, like that. So if she can really see the value of this Advaita philosophy, and she will not have this kind of uh, wild reactions in the mind. You have a
Right. So,
yeah.
so a more general question. Advaita is very comforting to me, and I kind of it feels like it's the best way to achieve stuff.
Mm.
But my wife has like no interest in it. So how might
No,
I promote it without promoting?
deal with her at the mind level. Don't bring her to the oneness and all that. That maybe they can see, that's fine. But the mind, okay, is it happening now or is it happened yesterday?
Right.
Yesterday it happened, right? The whole thing has happened, and you cannot reverse it. It has already result. So it's like a spilled milk you are crying over.
Yes.
Use that analogy to her and tell her, okay, she is perceiving what is in front of us, what is here. We deal with this. There is no point lamenting it too much on that. Only you will be losing your peace and your energy and all that.
Right.
This is very practical because my son and daughter, they were having some difference of opinion as they were into
Sure.
20s, and my son came and told me in the car we were both going to some Ace Hardware or something, and he told me, Dad, she said this to me, so I don't want to talk to her and all that. And this happened. I said, oh, 6 months, but you were talking to her, right? Yeah, but I have this problem. Then I asked him, was that real right now? Do you have it right now? Can you see what is the here now? And he realized how much he's wasting his mental energy by going on clinging to that. See, I never cling. I let it pass and leave it. So that's how neuroplasticity tells us the more you are breeding the negative impulses and feelings about this win and loss, then you are going to reinforce in your mind, even though the fact is you cannot change anything about it. What you can do is you play your part about the democracy. You play your part about really helping the government or opposing the government, whatever you choose. But then you can act now rather than lamenting what has happened. See?
Yeah, I think my main thing is just to be
No, no, bring her to the present. Bring her to the present and ask her, is it there now? See, it's in her mind going on, but actually in reality, the thing is already happened.
yes, I like that. That's helpful.
Yeah.
All right, thank you again, Dr. Rao. I like
Sure.
listening to you as always. Thank
Sure.
you.
Yeah. Live in the present. That's it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying flippantly. Actually, a lot of people don't live in the present moment. They live in their head, either in the past or the future, and it becomes much more tough as you go on in life, right? This um, able to live in the present is something like a perceiving what is in front of you and dealing with it. So life presents a lot of challenges, a lot of knocks, but when they come, you don't want to really lose all your energy by chasing something already happen, done, right? So we are in the democracy, right? Majority people, whoever, maybe the other candidate, so who is not our candidate, got elected, and you should be able to take it because it's a democracy. Many majority people elected somebody, whether we agree with his philosophy or not. Just you have to shrug shoulders and see what best you can do from now. You cannot change that, right? So and then you have to give the chance of 4 years for him to really do good for the people, right? So many people are enamored by so many things about each candidate, but when they are not elected, especially when they have stark differences in the philosophies, they do. But you know what? Spiritual life is beyond this political haggling. So if you are really truly philosophical, is truly spiritual, you will stay in your real reality in front of you, and then you go from there. So there's no point wasting our psychological energy, really feeling bad or cursing and all that. Yeah, you may feel bad, but then don't go on continuing it. Don't cling to this. Dump it. That's what I'm saying. I do that. That's why I have the right to say to people, I don't cling to anything that easily. Okay. Hope that helps, Mark. But you can always call me and chat with me if you want to. That's okay too. Because I have seen a lot of people are pretty upset this morning. Pretty upset, and I can sympathize with my own daughter also. A lot of people are upset because their candidate lost, and then other person has gained. And mainly because from the beginning they have this animosity to somebody or too much attraction to somebody. Um, what we talk about all the time is raga means attraction, dvesha means that is aversion, right? Both are the two sides of the same coin. So you got to be really stable in both of them. I talk about this in the morning routine. I say be equanimous to your wins into your losses. I've been saying this even before election, right? But this is the kind of lifestyle I do because I don't think I'm the mind. So I don't identify with the mind's reactions. And it's easy for me to let them go very easily too because I'm able to not cling to them. They don't bother me. Hope that helps. Anyway, today's topic I was working on this for a while now, but I thought I will introduce that to you guys. This is about yogic energy, what they talked about and how it is. It's like a vital energy. It's like a life force. Okay, vitality and the life force. Um, the people who have this subtle energy uh, actually that fuels our physical strength, mental resilience, and spiritual vigor. Okay, these three things have that kind of vital energy, right? Um, See, when your body and mind are balanced, and you have the immunity and also a luminous, peaceful presence, then this energy is apparent. Okay, for this you need to have the self discipline. You know, that is one thing yoga gives you automatically. It doesn't say don't do this, don't do that, but it just shows you when you do this with the discipline, then you already want to do that way. Okay, but if you don't have the self discipline and going all over whatever it comes, then the practices that you could do that nurture this vital energy, like mindful eating, consistent exercise, meditation, and controlled thoughts, they all fall by the wayside. That's why self-discipline is very important. But when the vital energy is so strong, the individual, he kind of exudes real radiant glow, the aura we talked about, right? And also resilience in the face of stress, like what Mark was talking about his wife, the real stress right now. In that, do you have the capacity to withstand it, not to dismiss it, but you have the resilience to withstand the stress, right? And they also have a deep joyful calm. So when the vital energy is strong, the individual exudes a radiant glow, right? And resilience in the face of stress, and a deep, joyful calm. This is real. If you have that, you can experience yourself too. Um, so, integrating this both ancient and modern approaches, we encourage practices like yoga, meditation, and mindful awareness, along with maintaining a structured daily habits. Okay, they can help people to have this one. So I have a list of things I wrote down. Maybe I will go through them, then it will be easier for you to understand what I do. Some of that's what so morning routine, like I do it with people, that's fine. But then let's start with the moment you wake up, right? You wake up in awareness. I talked about this all the time, right? So you want to also wake up in gratitude too and silence, and then bringing awareness to your breath, do 10 breaths, and then conscious intention is I'm going to exercise now, I'm going to relieve the body of the tension. Then don't forget about the hydration. That's important. Drink lukewarm water or something like that. And also, a couple of other things is one of the practices Ayurveda that does is scraping the tongue. Okay, and then brushing after the breakfast and all that. Okay, one of the other things I do is it is called a Gayatri mantra. That a few times you can do. We recommend it is 12 times, but even if you do 2 or 3 times a day, because in that mantra, what they are asking is make my intellect strong and really resilient and all that. Okay, and then involve in some kind of mindful movement. You could walk with your presence in the walk, water walking, and then also you could do yoga, you could do sun salutations, all of that. And then deep breathing, very important. Okay, mindful movement along with deep breathing, which I we talk about the triple B's: body, breath, and brain, right? And then you can always cultivate silent meditation as much as possible. And also, you can sit down and visualize something positive is going to happen, and usually it does too. So morning routine, getting up and being in the awareness, then mindful movement like yoga, Pilates, and all that, and then meditation to calm your mind. And then the next thing is you got to have a nourishing diet. That's a very, very important to have the vitality in our bodies. you have to consume some vital food, nutritious food. There are so many descriptions. One of them they call it is a sattvic diet, right? The sattvic diet has fruits, vegetables, nuts, and not that much processed food and not that much cooked food. And also, when you eat mindfully, savor that whatever you eat, and then after you eat and work and also it is recommended at least a few minutes of rest in the midday. That's when you can also go into the 1 minute break, breathing and all that. That's what I talk about. And also there's a category called conservation of energy by limiting sensory overload. That's one thing modern life does is it does throw so much of sensory overload. Limit that, and also celibacy in action, brahmacharya. Okay, I don't have to say much about it because you can save a lot of energy that way. And then once you come home in the evening, you could have a massage, self massage. There's just to press all the muscles a little bit, and that will give you some relief. That's called acupressure yoga. Okay, and then eat dinner early, but eat light, and then give some time for you to really unwind yourself. Okay, so nighttime routine is maybe you can have a journaling of the day's experience, or you can do yoga nidra or deep relaxation, or also you can do a silent reflection, contemplation. Okay, and then create a peaceful environment for good sleep. And then there are so many methods you can induce that deep sleep and sleep well. And don't sleep on any thoughts, empty them and then do. If you do this kind of mindful movement, deep breathing, and also relaxation this way, you can preserve that vital energy much better. I think it looks like common sense to everybody, but then they have to practice it. The last one, the 10th one, is digital detox. Practice that daily, and also you can have a community and communicate with them and all that. Okay, basically stay hydrated. Maybe repeat some mantras like I do, and also acts of service. Come and just do whatever you do with a heart of giving. And once you do that, you don't expect anything in return. That becomes a service. Whatever you do, talk or sing or do some physical work for somebody, whatever, gardening, so many things you can do. So, important thing is there is a vital energy within us that has to be nurtured, that has to be encouraged. So I don't want to go too deep on that, but if you guys are interested in any particular aspect, I can expand on that. Okay, you can come and tell me what do you think about this. What do you do to preserve that vital energy? I put the timer 5 so that if people want to come in, they can come in and tell me quickly what they want, and then we can answer them back. But this is something you kind of experience when you have all these disciplined routines on a daily basis, not compulsive or not told by somebody, but you yourself feel this is a good thing to do for you. And then once you get used to it, then you will see the glow that you will get, and also the vital energy that is coming up within you, and you don't get tired that easily, and you work much better, much more than other people. And then it's kind of quiet mind, strong body, and generous heart you will develop too, and you will see that energy coming out all the time. Okay, so that's a something important topic for long standing yoga teachers and also yoga practitioners. But in the modern life, what I see is um, people have no focus, and they kind of go from one to other, and then they always gossiping or really talking on other people. All those things are areas where you deplete energy. That is a more of a modern phenomena than this conservation of vital energy. You can see how much we deplete our energy by gossiping. That's one thing. The other thing is eating all sorts of junk food, and also speaking whatever that comes to your mind, and getting into arguments and all that, and also really doing some sensory indulgence, eating or any acts of pleasures too much. There's like a hedonic, treadmill like, you can get on it and then it'll go on, but you will never get off of it. So, suppose you are thinking negatively about somebody or something, you are resenting in your mind, or you are afraid, like this election happened, people are basically kind of scared what is going to happen, how is it going to happen, and all that fear mongering and all that, we allow it to go to the extent it depletes your energy. So what you think, how you feel, what you speak, what you are doing, if you watch all of them and take a note of them, you will notice several of them are unnecessary. Like, for example, I talked about don't cling. How many people are not clinging to whatever happened? For example, I'm in a row and somebody kind of insulted me. And if I cling on to that, and that will nag my mind, and then I feel bad about it. And feeling bad about it is expending energy. Or you can say, let me, he is ignorant probably, or he doesn't know me, and I don't have to really take your opinion of people, but I want to only take the what is truth and let it go. If you develop that habit of non clinging to whatever experiences, whatever things you have, you will have a very protected vital energy that is saved, and you don't spend it out. Okay, we react to the news, we react to the word by somebody, or we react to imagination in our mind, and all that emotional reactions, look at them, contemplate on them, and you'll find, oh, this is not needed, let it go, this has happened a long time ago, and maybe I have learned something, you keep that lesson, but otherwise don't go on reliving that insult, that emotional reaction, whatever you had due to any circumstance. This is not that bad if you only you understand that you are depleting your energy, and then you're smart about it, and then you just go about doing your stuff, and you don't have to care about other people's opinion. Then you will be able to do your stuff better, and therefore you preserve your energy. Maybe your energy will grow because you are engrossed in your work, and then feedback comes from that, right? So tell me, am I being too much, or is this something practical for you? You see, we don't pay attention to these things, and then they become problems down by the evening. Yeah, let me see. Mabel wants to come up. Come up, Mabel. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Hi, Mabel.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you know what? I I agree what
Yeah,
you say. That's what I that's what I did all the time. That
yeah,
I go on the flow and do
gotcha.
do what makes me happy, and I don't bother. I don't bother anybody.
Yeah, yeah, that's very good. Not bothering ourselves also, that's very
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
As long as you are not hurting somebody,
yeah. Mhm.
you know yourself. You
Yes.
know,
Mm.
yeah, your capacity, and then you will be fine.
Yeah. See the emotional reaction, Mabel, when somebody says they get hurt and then they don't let it go, they don't forgive and forget, and
Uh,
that becomes more and more the more you think about it. And the more ego you have, the more you feel that, right? So what I'm saying is that is happened because of the ignorance. See, many people can't understand me first of all, and then they may be doing a lot of things behind my back. Why should I care? I want to live my life, I enjoy myself, I come and share, I make friends, I kind of try to see whether I can help. Then I'll help, and I'm happy just doing that. I don't want anything in return. I'm just happy, and then go away.
That's true. That's true. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
You know.
I have plenty in my mind and all that, so I don't have to worry about somebody saying anything, right? So
Yeah.
people do that because sometimes say, "How dare he question our civilization? How dare he question our lifestyle?" Then I say, "Yeah, look at them. What are the lifestyles? Are we depression, suicide, anxiety, and wars and all this? Then they will shut up.
Yeah.
They don't notice that this is all this. If you are friend with somebody, what do you lose? You feel good,
Yeah.
right? And then you can hold on to that rather than, oh, you want to find out something fault with him, say that and this. Why should I care? you know
Yeah. I remember I have a friend,
Mm.
and and she loved to complain.
Yeah.
You know, she loved to complain, and I was different. Like I don't complain,
Mm.
and then sometimes I will say the truth,
Mm.
and I know that she will feel hurt or
Yeah.
uh, appointed of me. But
Mm.
you know what? I just want to say in a nice way, and because she is my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why I'm like this, Mabel? I'll tell you a story from Buddha. I told this several times. Forgive me if people have heard this before. But then
Uh-huh.
this is important for us in this context. Uh, Buddha was giving his talk. He was telling something, and there were so many
Uh-huh.
people there, his own disciples, and also this man. This man comes to Buddha and says, "What you're saying is nonsense. Why are you saying all these things?" And then he spits on his face.
Uh-huh. Oh,
And then
okay.
Buddha remains very calm, no trace of hesitation, nothing. Right? He's Buddha. He's Buddha, right?
That's how you do.
Yeah,
That's how you
yeah.
do.
No, he was like kind of just stays there, and then that man goes away, and all his disciples come and ask him, what are you doing? He was insulting you, spitting on you, and then you didn't show any. He said, I didn't accept his insult.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
He said whatever he wanted to say, but why do I have to accept it?
Oh, yeah.
That's not
Because
true. Yeah, and why do his venom is coming, but I'm not taking the venom.
yeah,
So
it's actually, Doctor, it makes true because
yeah,
when somebody tell you something that it's not true, you're not affected at all.
yeah, the truth. Let the truth speak. That's it. So having that kind, why Buddha? You don't know why he is called Buddha? The need
Why?
he transcended his mind, which reacts and all that. The meaning of the word Buddha is one who has transcended his mind.
Mhm.
So he has the
That's right.
mind, he will use it for guidance and all that, but he won't
Mhm.
let the mind react just like that.
Yeah. Well, Doctor Rao, if if everybody have that kind of
Yeah, that's it.
attitude, it will be peace, very peaceful.
That's it. That's it. I mean, we may not expect everyone to be like that, but then we can be like that. We can understand why my mind is reacting so quickly. So, in the morning routine, I talk about don't react easily, but respond to the things as they come to you. And then you won't react negatively. You don't really go through the suffering, but you can attend to whatever is in front of you. You can respond. So how Buddha did was he told them, he showed the people, he not even tell them, he showed people how you can be in your awareness and watch the mind reacting. Maybe in the beginning to react a lot, but what you do is you kind of reflect on it, and then next time you have the same situation, you don't react that violently, right? So this is applicable anywhere. Like the people who are feeling bad about the election, 50%, 150% lost, right? So it's not like something that we could say that 50% are wrong, 50% are right. That's what exactly what happened, right? So those people, they may look at their reaction and say, well, we tried to vote for the person we think right, but then now other people won, so let them rule.
Yeah, that's beautiful
Yeah.
message.
Yeah.
That is beautiful message.
No, I'm getting phone calls from morning. So many people are upset about this.
Aw. Like me, honestly, that's why I'm just laughing, and my energy is so
Yeah,
it's so weird because it's just like what I tell you. Like I walk with the wind.
yeah,
You know what? While I'm walking in the wind, I imagining myself like
yeah,
you are a surfer.
yeah. Yeah, you're a surfer on the wind. Yeah, you're right. Very
Yeah,
much so. Yeah. Yeah.
that's what I imagine. Like when I feel the wind, like very heavy wind,
You
and it's
see, Mabel,
pushing me.
Mabel, that's
Yeah,
exactly what I'm talking about. You are not
yeah.
reacting to everything. You are enjoying the movement, the wind. You
Yeah,
what is in front of you, you perceive and you enjoy. You have a good time that way.
that's why I always have a good time for myself. If I,
Yeah,
what makes you happy? I can make myself happy when I go to
exactly.
the store
No,
and
no,
then
no.
I buy
That's the
what
only
I
way,
want.
Mabel. You said very important thing. I can make myself happy. That is the only way we can make ourselves happy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's very true. I was like, oh my god, I'm just walking and then wow, it's like I'm just
Yeah,
imagining myself like oh I'm in the ocean and then this wave is very very high and then I will start coming and it's okay if I fell down but I will go back and balance myself and go
yeah. You
glide
know,
with
the
the
reactions I heard this morning, Mabel, the people who called
huh?
me, they were saying they want to leave the country here, And
Oh,
yeah, that's serious. Some some are frankly crying, just crying.
really
And
okay?
yeah, but the thing is, they can take it easy now, and then they get angry also if I just say that. So I listened. I kind of finally said, "Okay, it's all over. Now let's see what we can do from now onwards."
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's right. Just let it go.
Yeah,
Just
this
get
clinging, that word I use every day. Don't cling on to these reactions. Let them go, and then
yeah.
focus on what is you are perceiving here and now.
There you go. Yes.
So that's a very important thing. Is it thought versus perception? Thought is
Mhm.
building up on the memory, building up the imagination. Either it will go on to the back and say, I wish I had that, all that, or go to the front, to the future. Hopefully, I can get this done. But then you never paying attention to what is in front of you. If Mabel didn't pay attention to the beauty of the wind blowing against her, how can she really enjoy that? Right? That is the being in the moment. You did very well, Marvel, that way. So understand that. Don't cling on to the things and then march on to what you are going to do. Enjoy that. And that is really preserves a lot of your vital energy. So this is a secret that I always tell my doctors. Don't deplete your energy on unnecessary emotion or even the emotion comes, you cannot deny it, but let it go.
Let it
And
go.
yeah, let it go. That clinging is the problem. Yoga tells you that. If you cling, you are not in life.
Yeah, it
See,
is.
yeah, like you are enjoying that wind blowing and then all that. That is reality at that time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's just beautiful. I'm walking and then there's some two ladies. I think they're already in eight, 80 or 70s. They're having fun also. I'm like,
Mm.
if that two ladies having fun, why me, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. And then
Yes.
that's beautiful too because this is something that people lost me. Well, being
Uh-huh.
in touch with the nature.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's why, you know what, Doctor, every time we travel, we do love long driving.
Yeah,
So, so every time I go to the, I go to the nature. just like very, very different
Yeah,
energy
yeah,
every time. It's just like all the negative energy is out of me, and when I go home, I'm different.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
See, that's why I encourage people to spend time outside. Like doctors who are stressed out, they come to me. I tell them, uh, "Do you get a chance for 5 minutes, 10 minutes walk? Yeah, then go to a garden if it is next to you, or go to a block of walking and notice all the flowers or trees that are there. Anything that you can relate, or go to the window and look out of the office and look at the uh, nature, whatever it is. I kind of enjoy the snow coming down, and I kind of enjoy the walking on the ice. I kind of enjoy the walking in the summertime by the river. So we have beautiful town. We have all seasons change, right? We see complete snow and we complete sun, and in between the fall where the beautiful leaves turn and all that. So there's plenty of the beauty in the nature if we only allow ourselves to enjoy that. But we enjoy talking about things and never being in touch with what is in front of us. So don't deplete the energy, and there is this vital energy you can build by cultivating organic grown food and mindful walking or yoga and anything like that. And also, you can rest very well once you get your mind set, and then all the uh, things that you have, you can write it down as a journal, or you can write it down on a paper and then forget for the night and have a good. Any of these things are not simple. There are so many ways you can do that. You are all welcome to write to me if you have any doubts or anything like that. But main thing is, don't lose your energy to unnecessary things. Don't deplete it. Then it is a ever renewing energy. This is a phrase I got up 20 years ago. Ever since, I don't waste my energy. Even if I come and talk to you, I love it. I enjoy it. That's why I come and tell you. So thank you. Anybody else wants to come up, or we can? We're coming near the 1 hour now. So yeah, there's a beautiful thing came up with the Mabel. She is kind of in touch with what is happening with her right here, and then she enjoyed that. That's what I'm talking about. Instead of wasting our energy remembering somebody said something about us or whatever opinions and all that, come out of that mind. Be in the present. Be in the awareness. That will be so much economical actually and better for you, and also this vital energy will not be drained. Okay, intense emotional reactions or just reminiscing things that have gone, that's not really important. Okay, so thank you, and I will be seeing you again tomorrow morning. If not, I see you today somewhere. Okay, but you can. Anybody else want to come up before I close it? It's almost coming to 1 hour now. There's so much more about this energy conservation. Um, in yoga, what happens is, I will finish with this. Okay, in yoga, what happens is not only conserving this vital energy, but also transmuting it for much deeper inner, like self-realization, self-knowledge, and all that. That's why they are not moved by this superficial gossip, superficial uh, talkings about it. Even production also, they are not bothered because they produce a lot. Imagine you're going with the physical strength, mental acumen, mental awareness, and being in the flow and doing stuff. So if you can see me when I'm working, it looks like art has flowed into from me to that. Any cleaning or any I don't have any problem doing anything. I do everything. I taught the same way with my son and daughter too. They don't feel that this is below ordinary. We have the dignity of labor, and then we do that. But then when you do them, what kind of energy you bring it in? So if you look at my desk and all, everything will be neat all the time, except when I'm working, it may be a little bit. And then immediately after the work, yoga discipline is you take care of the table right there and then go. So suppose I'm going on a trip, I take care of the house and keep it clean and then go. So this kind of discipline that comes into your life without somebody enforcing, it is all from your own inner uh, awakening. So don't waste your uh, energy by unnecessary thoughts, manasa, and unnecessary speech, that is vasha, and unnecessary workings that you don't really have any value. Okay, so but there are ways to cultivate this vital energy, and there are ways to transmute it to much inner elevations of our body and mind and heart. Okay, so very important topic in yoga, and then they teach you all the time to be in this self disciplined ways of, like I told you, about what I do in the morning, what I do in the midday, what I do in the evening. All those things are automatically done. Nobody is pressing me. Nobody is going to punish me if I don't do that. But automatically it does. It reflects in small things. Like, for example, I go and take a shower, I use the towel, and immediately the towel is spread out that way, that will dry up by itself. Suppose I take some clothes from there, and then immediately they are put on the hanger and put there. It's not a compulsive, obsessive thing. It's kind of order that comes from your mind into your body and into your heart, and then flows out of it. And you live in that orderly way, not compulsive. Some people are like that. They want to have everything in a particular way because they have a compulsion about it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about natural flow of order. So when you understand your own disorder in the mind, speech, and also actions, that is really beautiful for you, because you can bring that order unconsciously, and things are better. Say, suppose you have too many things at home, then you say, why do you need all of them? Maybe some of them will be needed by somebody else. So I can make myself order by removing things that I'm not using, by giving it away. That way I can see myself, am I attached to them, or am I able to give them with a good spirit and all. So there is what's called swa adhyaya happens. Swa adhyaya means studying yourself in this thoughts, speech, and action. And then you will be out of that. Okay? So there's a lot in this. I don't know about it, but we can talk about it as the time comes. And you have to show me the interest too, then I can talk. Otherwise, I don't know whether you're listening or whether you're bored or whether you don't find this valuable. None of it happens. But then this energy can be cultivated and can be used to transmute for bigger things that we can do as human beings, right? So, okay. Thank you then. I will see you again whenever I can. Bye bye.